Oh, looks like we didn't need to ban him.
Oh god.
That was me. That was me.
Yeah.
Hold on. I keyed, Ian. I keyed.
I just went to go take a shit, so anyway.
And that's our opening.
It is our opening. Great.
Oh, fantastic.
The coldest opening, perhaps.
He doesn't get to be a part of the opening.
He doesn't. Anyway, speaking of never returning, last time
Speaking of never returning, perish to the Shadow Realm.
to Gay Weevil Jail.
Get Weevil Jail.
Last time on Quest for the Core, K4, Coast Corner, host, me. The group, what do you guys do? You did a lot of stuff last time, didn't you?
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah. So much stuff.
You guys tried to kill a guy. Billy Winthrop, the oldest son and heir to the Winthrop family fortune. You tried to kill him.
Wait, who's the oldest?
Well, he was the oldest,
Heir.
kid. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was the youngest heir.
No, he was in line for the throne, basically. And then you tried to kill him. He's still in line because he's not dead. But
Yo, real question out of character. Was he about to send us on a murdering spree of women, children, men, and all that?
Moonshine, no, he just wanted to. I mean, he ideally he wanted you guys to just to schwack the whole family, I guess. But ideally, he just wanted you to murder the people important. But you guys were only willing to settle for one person. And since you already had a beef with Billy, he figured it was easier to just,
Mint Boy.
Yeah, Mint Boy.
Mints will now forever be his PTSD.
Yeah, so you guys tried to kill Mint Boy, and then claimed that you successfully killed Mint Boy, even though you didn't successfully kill Mint Boy, so you could get money. And then you attempted to fool, what's-his-face, Moonshine, in order to make a ton of money. And you would have gotten away with it too if Cairo hadn't emailed a rival family and caused a massive international incident in the process.
We did.
We did, yeah. Luckily, through leveraging contacts and very careful negotiation combined with megacorporate bureaucracy and the sheer volume of layers to this job, you managed to make it out of the city without being assaulted by megacorporate soldiers or helicopters or APCs. However, when we ended last time, you all were just leaving through the wall of Atlanta and re-entering the hyperway when you noticed you were being pursued by a group of who you assumed to be Moonshine's boys. And I guess my first question is, how do you all want to react? Because you might be able to outrun some of them, because I'm pretty sure all of the vehicles except for the U-Haul could outrun the little mini convoy that's chasing you right now. So you could try to run away. You could try to hide, I guess, and pull off the road, or you could just wait for them to catch up to you and then murder them all, or you could stop and make a roadblock and murder them all. I don't know. How do you guys want to handle it?
That was gonna be that epic car chase along the hyperway, and then that's about it.
It would be very epic because all of you are in super fast cars, except for the people who are in very slow cars.
Yeah, but for rule of cool, we just stay close together, you know.
Yeah, I assume you guys would be,
It wouldn't be all right, speeding away, goodbye, then
Yeah.
leave everyone for dead.
What's the order of the convoy right now?
I assume
I
the
think
cows in
last
front.
time, yeah,
Because you left the city first, and then it would have been Cairo, and then it would have been
the other
Bonus and the Doctor and Oid.
So one can assume that Cairo would have waited a bit, and I would have just kept on going.
Assumably, yes.
I mean, it's up to
Something
you
like
if you
that.
want to, you know.
Well, yeah, because that was the whole reason for me asking of the
Yes. Knox would have been in the lead position. I would have probably come out of the city second.
trying to remember the word.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
link.
it's up to Nox if she wants to be like so far ahead that she's out of the pursuit, basically.
Yes. That's why I asked for the link range. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yes.
And then I do have practically infinite range.
Yes.
Because I have the nerve linkages. So I was like, yeah, I'll just be out of combat and then whatnot. I guess to just make it simpler, I'll just use the turret on Oid's turn.
Okay.
Unless you want me to roll separately for the turret.
I mean, no, I think the turrets use the perception of whoever is firing them, so it will be you if you're going to be the one to
Okay, then
control it.
I will roll initiative when that happens.
Okay.
So I'm going to take the last position in the convoy.
Okay.
Or, well, no, I'll take the front position in front of the U-Haul. We can have the Vandals and Van in the back position. And then the U-Haul in the middle with bonuses hover car over it.
Okay. So you guys are going to just keep driving and then wait for them to catch up to you.
Make the
is
first
what I mean.
move, yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I can tell you who, what forces have been sent after you.
Okay.
You guys see that there are 2 pickup trucks and 2 motorcycles. One of the pickup trucks has a 50 caliber machine gun mounted on the back because, of course. The second one is filled with a bunch of dudes in the back. And then the 2 motorcycles are just 2 guys on motorcycles.
Cool guys on motorcycles, though?
I mean, they don't look any cooler or any less cool than the other mercenaries in their little squad.
Damn.
Alright. How fast are they catching up to us?
Well, if you're assuming you guys are following the U-Haul's acceleration, they would be catching up. I mean, not super fast, but not super slow either. They would be. I think the motorcycles are definitely going to be in front because they're just like considerably faster than the pickup trucks. But yeah, they're like the pickup trucks will be in firing range relatively shortly.
Okay.
They're flooring it, trying to catch up to you.
I'm gonna have Ankh get into a ready position.
He was in
the back of the van.
he was in the vandalism van.
Yes,
He
he's
was?
in the
I
back.
thought we allowed him to ride with the dog.
Did we?
Factor? I don't remember.
No, yeah, because he was in the van because we planned on having the van be last. Ankh was in the back, so that's extra fire support from the van, and then we were gonna have the U-Haul in the middle, in a protected position.
Sure.
And then once they get into effective combat range, I'm going to drop behind their convoy. And get into an advantageous position.
Okay. So in that case, we will roll initiative.
Okay. So I'm rolling for myself and Ankh?
Yes.
Okay. I myself rolled an 8, Ankh rolled a 9.
So Ankh rolled a 9, so he gets So 17, and then what did Cairo himself get?
An 8.
8. What's your agility? I forget. Forget if it's 5 or 6.
My agility is a 5.
5. Okay, so if you got an 8 and a 5, it's about 14. Bonus
I
also got
believe
an
so.
8. So bonus got a. He got a 14. So you get
No, I got a 13.
you get a 13. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't add up really well. The bikes.
Well, this is interesting. What is it? My perception plus my roll?
For you, no, right? So this is still just agility and 1d10.
No, for like the. Okay, so.
Or do you mean
You're rolling
for
initiative.
yeah?
Like, cause
normal
do you want me to
initiative.
go on Oid's turn or the turret has its own turn?
Technically, the turret goes on whoever's turn is controlling it.
So your
Okay,
turn.
so cause fucking I rolled a 10.
Okay. So you have what, like, as an 18? That means you have.
God, imagine a
Jesus.
fucking turret.
The turret being the fastest one, just pops
Well,
out
it
of the
makes
roof.
sense.
And,
You're using nerve linkage.
I mean, yeah, it would
Yeah.
function like very minimal lag between your commands, and it were functioning. So what does Oid get? When you roll for the doctor.
For once, my luck is good. Got a 9 on the die.
Hey.
Oh, so 16, and then what does the doctor in the U-Haul get? A 7 plus her agility, which I think is only like a 6. She's not very speedy. No, it's a 5. I was wrong. Okay, so 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay. What is? I gotta pull up the information for the vandalism van. So I don't think I noted the maximum range for the machine gun. Yeah, for the
No,
tri-barreled rotary
You did
gun.
not put the max range.
But the damage will tell me what the max range would be.
3d12.
12. Okay, so that would be a bit more than a normal rifle. The range band greater than a normal rifle, which is basically like stupidly far, well over 100 yards. So you would be able to hit these guys. I think it might be a bit tougher to do because they are still kind of far away.
I mean, I imagine I won't be taking pot shots if anything.
Yeah. Where is ranged combat? Here we go. So ARs is 300 feet. So yeah, so you would be, you would be like up to 1,000 feet, which is pretty bloody far. So you can hit these guys if you want to. Of course, every shot does get an additional. Actually, I don't know. I don't think vehicle weapons get the penalty to shooting from a moving weapon or from a vehicle.
A -3 to it.
Yeah, that's the
The rapid
Oh, do you
fire
mean
feature,
like
right?
the added bonus of from shooting
yeah, the
from
add
a
from.
moving
But I don't think
vehicle?
I ruled that vehicle weapons get the penalty.
Yeah, I don't
Because that
think
wouldn't
so.
make sense if you're firing like a stationary weapon that's like mounted to the front of your car. It wouldn't make sense that it would it moves with the vehicle, sure, but so I don't think that would get the penalty. You do get a penalty for shooting at motorcycles, period. So if you're gonna shoot at them, it's a little bit extra hard to hit because they're speedy and tiny. So who are you gonna use this gun on?
You said none of them are really close in range.
The bikes are closer than the pickup trucks, but this are probably like 75 yards away, which is I don't know, however many feet that is.
I'll take the pot shot at the motorcycles. Why not?
Okay, so the type of rotary gun can only fire 5 times per action. Because it's a, massive machine gun. I think you get it. I think it's -1 or -2 for shooting at motorcycles. I'm going to check. Motorcycles. Here we go. Bikes.
God, that's like a -5.
Assuming I got the number right, because I don't know if I got the number right. I know I wrote this down somewhere. It's about figuring out where I wrote it. Okay. Oh, okay. So just shooting at a moving bike incurs a -1. So it's -4, which is still a lot, but you've got a pretty good perception. So.
All right.
Yeah, also, I think the rules, because if you're just shooting at the bikes, then you are shooting at the vehicle. But if you're shooting at the person, you don't get any extra penalties for that because they're on a motorcycle. They don't get any cover bonuses from...
I can shoot a person with no penalties?
Yeah. Except for the penalty for shooting at a bike.
Shooting.
Yeah.
I'll do that instead.
Okay. Yeah, because bikes don't give you any cover for being inside of them. Unless it's like a cool one that has like a cockpit built into it and stuff.
They ain't cool.
Yeah, these ones are cool. These are just street bikes.
So
My boat's better.
Rolling 5 times then?
Yep, 5 to 10, each at a -4.
Am I forced to roll 5 or?
Yeah. Because it's
okay.
a machine gun.
First one's a 6.
Uh-huh.
Second one's a 6. I don't like that. Third one's a 9. Okay, an 8, and a 7.
I think the 2 6s might fail.
I would need a perception of 9. I don't think I have a perception of 9.
You have a perception of 7. So yeah, so those 2 6s fail, but the other 3 pass.
Ooh. So
That's 3. That's 9d12. Jesus.
Mew.
Wait until Onk gets his turn.
410.
Oh. For a 9? Wow, that's not a lot. Okay, I assume those aimed at one person, right?
Well,
So wait, were you shooting at a bike? Or
no, I was shooting at the
driver.
person because the persons don't incur any penalty.
Any extra penalty, yeah.
Well, then, if that's the case, I will simply, at the end of my turn, or I could shoot one more time?
Well, normally...
It's up to you.
It has this spooling action, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have
So you
probably
have
done
to
that
fire
for
one.
first
So
action,
for the first
yeah.
action,
then
it
shoot.
spools.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I added that
'Cause
mechanic.
It said that. It was like
Yep.
you spool for one action, shoot the other, which
Yeah.
balances it, or else you just kill everyone instantly.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, same with miniguns. Otherwise, miniguns would just be like, oh, I fire 20 shots and Swiss cheese anything in my way. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, was all that damage directed on one bike, or do you want to spread those
I'll
3
have
shots
like
out?
2 on one person and 1 on the other, because I only have 3 bullets to work with. I
Yeah.
guess for like coolness, you could say like
Yeah, you're just like
3
panning.
and 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want, because I think I still have the rolls. I do not have the rolls.
You can roll damage if you want. Roll them 3 at a time so that we know.
Yeah, I'll do 3 at a time then.
Quick question.
Sure.
That technical, is it specifically back mounted?
Yes.
Like a pickup truck back mounted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, the new rules are 19, 15, 17. So
19, 15, 17. Okay. That would kill both of the motorcyclists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because these guys aren't wearing any armor. So you just...
I feel like that's a lapse in judgment.
Well, these guys are in
mean,
motorcycles.
they're
I imagine
angry,
that they
you
would
know?
be... Like, if a normal person was to shoot at them with a tri-barrel rotary gun, they would miss, like, all the shots. But because this is an alien with superhuman vision capabilities firing at them with a tri-barrel rotary gun, it's a different story. But yeah, so this is mounted to the roof, right?
Yes.
So this rotary gun just like swivels backwards and then blasts these big caliber rounds, like 308 rounds, 3.6 rounds down the hyperway, and like you hit the one guy like in the head and it like goes right through his motorcycle helmet like butter, and he like flies backwards and then the bullets ping off the asphalt and then like hits the second motorcyclist like front like tire, so he like front flips forward and slams into the pavement and just like tomato paste along the hype because he was going 100 plus miles per hour. So that guy is super dead, as is his buddy. That's Nox's turn. Now it is Ank. What is Ank
The
going to do?
robot boy. So first things first, door's gotta open. What can Ankh see, like, operatively?
You can see the disappearing bodies of two motorcyclists and their vehicles, and then
As they
the
turn
two
into
trucks.
paste?
Yeah, as they become
Alright.
paste in the distance.
Um,
The trucks are 100 yards away, minimum, probably more than that. So it's
So
gonna
he
be a
can't
very
hit
long
that?
shot. You technically the gun has the range for it, but I don't know if Ankh does, so it'll be a difficult shot to make. But you can try if you want.
Well, I don't see anything for his range.
Yeah, damage determines caliber, which determines range. Just to save space.
Gotcha. Um, he'll take 4 shots at the closest SUV.
Okay, well they're both side by side, so they're both equal distance from you.
So they're side by side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he use his first action?
I will say 'cause he's a dog, opening the door is going to be an action.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he'll take 4 shots. I guess they're like left and right.
Yeah.
All right. He'll take. Which one's the technical?
The technical will be on the right.
Okay, so he'll take 4 shots at the left one.
Okay. Are you aiming for the driver or the passenger or just the vehicle?
The windshield.
Windshield? Okay, well that will incur a disadvantage to aim for the people inside. On top of the -2 from shooting from a moving vehicle.
So I'm gonna do the first 2 shots first.
Okay, let me figure out this penalty for you. Because
It's disadvantage at a -2, right? You said.
Plus whatever the penalty for shooting 4 times is. Which would be
It is a
-3.
shot?
So -3, so it's -5 and disadvantage.
Jesus. Well, this is true combat.
Ankh can
his-
technically do this, but he need to get like a 9 or a 10,
What's
I
his
think.
perception? His perception's a 7.
Yes, he's got a 20% chance, not including this as a disadvantage.
2 shots.
So it's like a 10% chance to succeed.
One rolled just double 10,
Jesus.
and the other one was an 8.
Okay.
Oh.
So the double 10 succeeds. Modifiers don't affect crits. Well, numerical modifiers don't affect crits. And then the other one was the 8 was the lowest shot.
8 was lowest.
Okay, the -5 is 3. That matches, and we'll say that heads or tails. I'll be fair.
Heads.
Heads, all right. Let's see. Rolled tails. The second shot misses. First one definitely
Fuck
hits.
Alright, next 2 shots.
Alrighty.
It's a 7
Mm-hmm.
and a 6.
Those both would miss. So the first shot was a crit, but you headshot the driver of one of these.
What am I
trucks.
rolling on damage? 3d12.
Yes.
1, 2.
So you'll need to do almost max damage to kill. Actually, no, because it's double damage.
Tray.
So
Yeah.
it would be. Oh yeah, okay.
3d12
damage.
times 10 times 2.
Yeah.
That is a 12, an 11, and a 6.
A 12, 11, and a 6. 12, 11, and a 6. 23, 29 times 2 is 580. Minus 100 for the windshield is... 150 for the windshield is... like... 4 something. Which is still plenty. So this full auto just shoots down range.
Shot.
Yeah, and like the driver's like the shots are pinging up the windshield and missing the truck, and the driver's like, "Hey, we got him now, boys!" And they're all like, "Yeehaw!" And then like a round just goes right through the windshield and right through the guy's like eye socket, and he. Oh.
It's like that scene in a movie where it's like the yes.
Yeah. Glass, because blood goes everywhere. That dude's head explodes. And the passenger's going to need to spend his turn not crashing. He's going to have to take control of the vehicle. So there's that. Okay, it's Ank's turn. Now it is Mr. Oid. You are driving the vandalism van, I assume in your Robo Ninja body.
Yes.
Okay. Nox is shooting the turret above you. Ank is shooting the machine gun behind you. What are you doing?
I think I just need to watch behind me, make sure I don't get crept up on by one of those trucks.
Okay. In that case, you can just continue maintaining your speed. Yeah, okay. If you want to accelerate and like move up in the convoy, that way, rather than just maintaining speed, that would take an action, but I assume you're not going to do that, so. Okay.
No.
Cool. So Oid just maintains what he's doing, keeps an eye out for the trucks catching up on him. Next is the bikes. They're dead. They spend their turn dying. In that case, the trucks and bonus equal. They rolled. They matched. They rolled equal initiative. Bonus has a higher agility, so he will go first. Bonus can't do much because he's flying. So he's going to spend his turn landing his hover car and converting it into ground car mode. And he's going to be like off to the side, like in the lane adjacent to the U-Haul. And
so they can't get around.
Yeah. So he's going to be, kind of covering that other side of the U-Haul, and wait as well. And then the trucks will keep on coming. The technical will anyway. The other truck full of the dudes, the passenger has to make a check to see if he can successfully wrench control of the vehicle away from his dead comrade. He rolled a 10. It was almost a 4. He rolled a 10. So you guys just see like the passenger like tripping the truck like start swerving along the road, and then like the passenger like freaks out and like grabs the wheel, and then like a few seconds later the driver's corpse gets chucked out of the open driver's side door and just down the hyperway. The technical, however, the technical will spend its first action to accelerate into firing range, proper firing range of the vandalism van, and the dude in the back is gonna fire off some shots. But who will he be firing at? I have to look at something. Let's look at some stats real quick. Because 50 caliber machine guns mean serious business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Oh, I haven't updated. This is the crime card. Where's the vandalism van? Here's the vandalism van. Okay. Okay.
Wait a minute. I just realized. Why did Honk need to open the door?
Because
he's in the back.
Can we put murder holes for that specific reason?
You put murder holes in the windows. Not the back door. Yeah, they would be like, they're head height.
Oh, well, I guess.
Well, either way, you'd still have to open doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the murder hole.
Short.
He is short. Okay, well, the vandalism van's got pretty good HP because you guys spent a ton of money upgrading it.
Yeah.
Does bulletproof chassis do anything? No. Oh, but it does mean that the 50 caliber machine gun is half damage because it's bulletproof. Okay.
God.
Well, even if it didn't do half damage, you probably wouldn't. Well, he could do enough damage. It's unlikely, but yeah, okay. So now he's probably not going to succeed, assuming he even hits any of these shots, because they're all going to be at an obscenely high penalty. He's firing 4 shots. This is going to be at a -3 because he's shooting on full auto. Oh boy. That's a natural 1, 2 7s, and a 4. Well, the natural 1 and the 4 obviously do not hit. The 7s at a -3 are 4s. So they also miss. God.
Wait, doesn't the gun suffer a malfunction in a nat 1?
Well, yeah, the gun jams. So the dude just dun 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 dun, and starts firing. And then like one of the like the ammo belt wasn't packed properly. Yeah, and like one of the casings gets jammed in the mechanism. And the guy has to like start yanking on the charging handle, trying to clear the jam, and all the bullets either just kind of graze the vandalism van or miss entirely. So that is the truck's turn. Now is Cairo's turn.
First things first, I'd like to get behind the technical.
Behind the technical. Okay.
Yeah.
So your car is that. So you can move. What's that? 40 feet plus an obscene amount because you need to accelerate to do that. Let me look at some stats. Depends on how hypercharged your car is.
Well, the whole thing is that I'm not so much accelerating as I am trying to slow down to get behind them.
Well, it still counts as movement.
Gotcha.
So let's do the supercharger. Okay, so then that means that you can move 160 feet
Jeez.
in one
Action?
turn. I think is it one turn? No, you do. Wait. Oh, supercharger. Oh, it's more than that because it's 4 times, not 3 times. Okay, so
Jesus.
because you get basic movement as a free action. Moving like just driving in a car is free, so you get 1 time for free. No, it's not 1 time. I think it's. Hold on. I don't know. I don't think it's more than 1. I think it's like 3 times for free.
Oh wow.
And then the supercharger, if you spend an action to accelerate, or in this case decelerate, you move however much extra you also move. But I keep changing the rules for car acceleration and movement because I'm trying to get the balancing right. So, here we go. Driving and acceleration.
Oh, I get a +2 to my maneuverability as well.
Yeah, vehicle moves 3 times its fuel stat per combat turn. In addition, driving a vehicle does not use an action unless the driver wishes to make a maneuver that requires a check, which you aren't. Well, acceleration counts as one, but you can check for it. Okay. And then acceleration, equivalent to a double move made by normal characters. Vehicle moves basically 3 times for you 4 times, fuel stat in 1 action. All checks made by the vehicle and driver during and after this movement on the same combat round are done at disadvantage. It requires no check to determine success. Equivalent of once per combat. Okay, so you only spend 1 action accelerating. But that means that with within a speed stat of 8, you move automatically. You can move 24 squares, which is like 120 feet.
Said in one action?
For free is 120 feet.
Oh, for free.
Then the acceleration
so
action is 4 times, so that means that you move 160 feet.
Oh.
On top of the 120, so you go just shy of 300 feet. So you can't get behind the truck, but you can get almost parallel to it. Yeah.
Oh, because I just need to get. Oh, you know what? That works.
Yeah, because you were in the front, so you would have been more than 100 yards away from him. So you can get like.
What I'm gonna do after that anyway is I'm gonna essentially put my car on autopilot, like just continuing on that same path, and I'm gonna take the big boy revolver, sit up on the open window, and fire at the guy on the turret.
Okay. Time for more penalty calculations.
Oh, okay.
Because shooting from the driver's seat incurs an extra penalty, and then you get disadvantage for shooting at an occupant of the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a -2 for shooting from the moving vehicle. And your big revolver, Wing of Osiris, does not give you any NA bonuses, but you get a +1 for your targeting suite. So
wait, I also have another thing that
does anything. Hold on. It's -1.
I know I have the hand-eye efficiency. I don't think that applies here. Don't I have recoil dampers?
You do, but that only reduces recoil, and this doesn't have recoil because you're firing once.
After.
Yeah.
That's how recoil dampeners is balanced. It's not the first shot; it's the shots that are after.
First.
Yeah.
Yeah, because first shots don't usually have penalties unless it's like stupidly inaccurate, like an SMG or a shotgun or something.
Yeah.
So in this case, only your targeting suite has an effect. So that brings that -2 down to a -1 with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Not that bad.
Not terrible.
So what do I need to roll above? Anything, right? Or, well, it's like a, what? 3?
You need to roll a 4 or higher, ideally.
4 or higher. Okay. Well, I got an 8, so.
That's the lowest roll.
Yes, it was an 8 and a 9.
Jesus. Okay. Alright. So in that case...
2d12 times 10.
Plus 40.
And it does an additional 40 damage.
Yeah.
And if he's got armor, it shreds it.
He does not.
Oh, cool. Alright, so 2d12. That is an 11 and a 3.
An 11 and a 3 is 140 plus 40 is 180. Yep, that takes that guy out. Blam! A big old magnum round right through the chesticle. And he falls off the back of the pickup truck like a sack of potatoes and tumbleweeds down the road.
Nice.
And the guy in the driver's seat with the technical is like, they killed Jebediah. Oh my god.
Maybe if Jebediah wasn't such an asshole, he'd be alive.
Alright. So that's your turn. Now it is Dr. Vanderhouse's turn. She's not gonna do anything.
Crashes.
Yeah, she takes the die action. And she shoots herself. No. She just maintains her location, maintains her speed. Top of the turn order, it's now Nox's turn.
Anything got close?
The trucks did get a little bit closer, yeah. But
Comfortable shooting range closer, or?
You'd think these
Yes.
guys would understand that they're kind of outmatched here.
Look, man.
At this point,
they're
they
already
do.
there. Yeah.
yeah.
They came woefully unprepared.
Well, do the gunner guys on? Did you kill the guy that jammed the turret, or
Yes.
a different?
The literal
guy
gunner.
on the gun. Yeah, the operator of the gun is dead. The driver is still alive in that truck.
So can I shoot the other gunner?
There is no
There's
gunner.
another gunner.
Oh, I thought there were two bandits.
There's only one gunner.
Am I tripping?
There's two trucks, but only one has a machine gun. on
Oh, one has a gun. All right. Would you say we're going relatively very, very fast?
it. Yeah. I mean, I assume you guys are going very quick.
I want to shoot one of them tires out.
Oh. Okay, so that's
Uh-oh.
disadvantage to.
That's disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah, and then plus the penalty for the machine goon.
Is it -5 or 3?
Just the -3, because you're not. Weapons on a vehicle don't get penalties to shooting. Well, from a moving vehicle, because they can't not shoot from a moving vehicle. It's just a disadvantage and a -3, so you need to roll a 6 or higher.
Okay. Well, I'll do. Alright, this is 5. I'm just gonna do. That is not what I wanted to be. There we go. Well, I got a 4, 6, 9, 3, and a 1.
4, 6, 9, 3, and a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of those shots hit. 3 does not, and you get in the gun jams. And how you're gonna unjam that gun? Don't ask me. I don't know who's gonna be able to do that. Yeah, but yeah, these tires only have like 50 HP, so you're guaranteed to destroy it with how much damage both of those shots do.
Well, if that's the case, 18 and 25.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
1 and 1.
Oh, you're gonna destroy 2 tires.
Oh, I mean, if I was wondering if I was allowed to like spread between the 2 trucks, because I could siege on 2.
I mean, also you could hit 2 tires in the same truck.
Cool with me.
All right, which truck are you aiming for? The technical with the dude in it,
Not
or
the
bunch?
one next to Cairo, because if they
Okay.
like end up spinning, they
Swerving?
can just swerve right into Cairo. Yeah.
Fucking kill me? Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna aim at
So-
the one carrying the
Very much
5
appreciated.
people. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Troop
you,
leader.
Nox. Very cool.
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay, so you machine gun, and like it shreds the front grille and the bumper of that pickup truck, and it swerves all over the place, and the front 2 tires go bye-bye, and immediately the truck like lurches as it slows down, because, you know, the front wheels are gone, and these things tend to be, I think they're front wheel drive.
They should be front heavy.
Yeah.
Makes sense. They have like a bed in the back, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so they are slowing down very rapidly. They're swirling all over the place. There's sparks, like just a torrent of sparks shooting up from the rims that are now squealing against the asphalt. So that will be interesting to see how that plays out when they inevitably go careening off the road at some point. Okay. That is Nox's turn. Now it is Ank. What does the Robo-Dog want to do?
I think he's gonna take a few more shots at the one that is now sparking.
Okay, are you aiming for the new driver, or are you aiming for the vehicle in general?
I think he's gonna... Because he doesn't have a 50 cal.
No.
I think he'll do more shots towards the windshield. Not trying to hit anyone in particular, just at the windshield. Well, they're
The
closer
windshield
now,
is
right?
effectively destroyed, so...
They're closer now, right?
This truck to the vandalism van, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so we'll shoot. He'll shoot at the new driver.
All right, so that's what did I say before? Disadvantage and like a
Four
-5. Big penalty.
4 more shots.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage -5.
All right. 2 7s. 5 and a 2.
2 7s. -5. Those all fail.
Well, no. That was for the first 2 shots.
Oh. And those
So it was
both
7
failed.
7, and then 5 2.
Okay, it was both fail.
Okay. Second one is 10 and a 9, or third one's 10 and a 9.
Oh.
And the fourth one is a 7 and a 5.
Okay, so again, one of the shots hits. This time, not a crit.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so he does his standard 3d12 times 10 damage.
Nice, nice. Very, very nice. That is a 12, 10, and a 5.
12, 10, 22, 27. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this driver, the second driver, he gets his dead friend out of the way, shoves him out of the cab, and then he gets in the driver's seat. He starts to drive, and then all of a sudden, like these 2 machine guns just laser beam his truck. just a hail of bullets, just and he's like, "Oh my god!" And then one of them like hits him in the neck, and just arterial spray just covers the cabin in blood. And just he's, oh. And now that truck is actually just soaring off the hyperway into a ditch because it no longer has 2 wheels or a driver. So, yes, that truck is thoroughly gone.
Nice.
Great. Cool. Alright. Og can fire again. If I want to fire again, it's something.
I think he'll hold action.
Okay, what's the trigger for this held action and the action to be held?
The other truck getting closer, and the action held is firing 4 shots.
Alright. Cool. That's Egg's turn. Now it is Oid's turn. What do you want to do, Oid?
Gas. I'm gonna step on the gas.
Alright, are you going to actually accelerate or just maintain position? Maintain, alright. You can maintain. You can shoot from the car if you want.
Yeah, could, will I?
I mean, it's up to you. I'm just making sure you're aware that you can do these things.
I mean, I think the fight's going in our favor pretty well so far.
I mean, you're about to win, so yes, I would say. I would say yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so you just maintain your position. All right, who is next? In that case, it's bonus. All right, what does bonus do? Bonus. I wanted to have the enemies do this to somebody, but instead of bonus is going to do this to somebody. I need to check how fast his car can go. Because bonus's hover core is real bloody quick, but only in the air. Because flying vehicles move extra per action. He can overclock his reactor and go like ridiculously fast.
But doesn't that like turn him into a bomb?
Well, yeah, it gives him disadvantage to checks, and if he were to use that in addition to acceleration, he would move like 8 times his normal speed.
God.
But he would have double disadvantage to checks. So that would mean that bonus would die. Basically, a single check without disadvantage is risky for bonus. So he can move. He's got a fuel of 9. So that's what times 3 because he's on the ground is 27 squares, which is 135 feet, which is not enough to get to where I want him to be. But
where are you trying to get him to?
You'll see. I can't do it, but you'll see. If I could do it, I would, but I can't. So I'm going to do the alternative version. Plan B for bonus. He puts his car on autopilot because he can do that. And he climbs onto the roof of his own car. Like a beast. Through the window. Like a beast.
Can you climb onto the vandalism van? I need the turret under him.
I mean, he can do that after he does what he's doing. So he's made his first action to climb out of the car and onto the roof. The remote-controlled car decelerates and like pulls between Cairo's car and the remaining pickup truck. And then bonus draws both of his deagles on the roof of his car and just gonna unload at the driver of this truck before he can do what he wanted to do, which was ram Cairo.
He was gonna ram me?
Yeah, bro.
Why?
Because he doesn't like you. That's why.
That probably would have killed me. So you know what?
This is gonna be
fuck himself.
This is each gonna be at a disadvantage, and he's gonna fire once each to avoid that extra penalty. So he does get a +1 for targeting sweet, but a -2 for shooting from moving vehicles. It's only a -1. Each at disadvantage. Let's see how this goes. Poorly is the answer.
He rolled poorly?
He rolled a 2, a 2, a 5, and a 2.
Jesus.
Okay. Great. So bonus just gets in the hood of his car. Again, doing super cool stuff and then filling at the execution. He gets on the roof of the car. He sees, like, the car decelerates automatically and he... The 2 deagles go off and they whiz past the pickup truck and ping harmlessly off the hood and do 0 damage to anything. Great.
You would have had better luck ramming me.
Well, it's in the I don't know, it's in the thought that counts, right? Bonus saved the day last time, so you can't be cool every session, alright? This is on purpose. That's what I'm gonna...
Damn.
Bonus is doing this on purpose. Okay. That means that the truck can ram Cairo. Great.
You...
Tactical.
Yeah,
Idiot.
tactical maneuver. Tactical maneuver.
Well, technically, it can ram bonus, which
40.
would ram me.
Let's see. Where is... Here we go, swipe. Driving next to another vehicle, the swerve the car so it clashes with the other one. This does 1d8 damage, 1d8 times 10 damage to the other vehicle, and 1d100 damage when the user is a truck. This requires the driver make a driving check to not miss. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. That was almost a 10, but it's not. It's a 4.
So it fails?
Yes. So this pickup truck technical driver, he goes to he yanks the steering wheel off to the left, tries to pit maneuver Bonus's car, but it just accelerates the tiniest bit, and the pickup truck just misses entirely.
That almost hits me.
It has almost hit you, yeah, but not quite, because you're still a bit farther up. And then this guy, I don't know if that was one of his actions. He could continue to accelerate, but seeing as you guys took out his 3 vehicular companions, I think he's going to slam on the brakes and give up the chase.
Oh no, you don't.
So he spends his turn slamming on the brakes and accelerating, but in the opposite direction. Basically, he just decelerates and. So he is 120 feet farther away than he already was. So he's back to being almost 300 feet.
Oh no, you don't. I'm gonna do the same maneuver.
Okay, it is your turn.
I'm gonna do the same maneuver that I did before, and essentially, second verse same as the first.
All right.
Take a shot at the driver.
You decelerate a bunch more.
You should climb onto your roof.
That holds no tactical advantage for me. I can just sit out of the window.
Yeah, Bonus wants to look cool. That's the difference.
Well, look at where looking cool got him.
Well, it would have been cool.
Yeah, action movie, it was definitely cool.
Now, when you notice that Bonus's deagles don't shoot cased bullets anymore.
Oh, so he's a bitch now. Gotcha.
He has caseless ammo.
Yeah, so he's a bitch now. Gotcha.
That's not how that works.
Going eco?
No, because it's stealthy.
No. If it was biodegradable, maybe that's a different story.
Yeah, actually, he only uses corn-based bullets now. He's become a cornist.
Damn.
Knew I couldn't trust him.
But nah, Kate is what I want to go next.
What am I rolling for perception? Disadvantage.
Disadvantage and a -1. Actually, no, yeah, disadvantage -1. Because you're doing the driver and you get your targeting suite.
Okay. That's an 8.
That is.
There's a 10 and an 8 this time.
Okay. That will hit.
So nasty. It's an 11 and a 5.
Plus 40. So 200 damage even. That wouldn't kill him because this guy has a windshield still. So you're heavy revolver looking out the window, and it shoots through the windshield, and it hits this guy in the shoulder, and he's like, ugh! But he's still alive. That's your turn. Next, it is the doctor. She will do what she did last time. Nothing.
Maintain course.
Maintain course. It is Nox's turn. Nox can't do anything because the turret is jammed.
Be a feature for that later.
You probably could get an upgrade. Yeah, that would let you unjam a turret remotely.
There's probably like 2 upgrades.
I think if you spin the turret itself backwards, or if you rotate the other way,
so
it clears the jam.
A whole turn spinning backwards or rotating the other way.
Yes. I mean, that'd probably be a feature for a remote turret, but yeah, manually it is what it has to be.
Kind of upgrade.
We'll talk later about this. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of upgrade. Or I guess you probably could also get the equivalent of like the reliable trait, where it doesn't jam on a 1, period. But that still wouldn't save you from malfunctions, which hasn't happened in this combat, because you guys haven't shot at a vehicle besides the tires. But, yeah, malfunctions can insta-kill a vehicle, so they are very potent if in the right hands. So Nas can't do anything. It is Ank's turn. Does Ank want to do anything? Because Truck is far away now.
Yeah, he'll continue to hold that action.
Okay.
I don't think they're getting closer, but
next
until combat is officially over.
Yeah. Next it is Oi's turn. Does Oi want to do anything?
What was that?
Does Oi want to do anything? No? Great.
Fantastic.
Okay. Next is bonus. Oh yeah, now his plan's gonna work. Alright? I assure you.
So you're gonna ram me?
Yeah, bonus slams his car into yours, leaps off the roof, lands on the other pickup truck, shoots the driver, hops in the driver's seat, and then takes his car instead. Massive downgrade, but it's worth it. No. He does decelerate his other car remotely, however, and then 2 more shots at the guy. Each at a disadvantage and a -1. Hopefully he won't roll 3 2s again, because that was statistically ridiculous. He didn't. He rolled a 10, an 8, a 10, and a 7. That'll do it.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's both hits. That's 6d12 times 10. First shot does a lot. Does 260 damage. Second shot does considerably less, 170. Sabonis decelerates his car again, aims the deals, poof, poof. Both of them right through the front windscreen, blows golf ball sized chunks out the driver's torso, and the truck just kind of swerves and lolls to a slow stop down the road. And then Bonus gets back in his driver's seat and hovers away.
Alright, yeah. Slide back into my seat.
Alrighty. Combat is over.
I was really contemplating using the missiles, but I didn't want to leave a smoking wreck on the hyperway.
Yeah, you guys waited long enough so the HLEU troopers wouldn't have seen the firefight, but if you guys had been like, alright, we're gonna immediately stop and open fire, then the KPD would have seen you guys having a shootout in the middle of the road and arrested you. So you guys picked one of the better approaches.
Nice.
Yeah.
On to
Nolans,
which is gonna be a pit stop.
Alright, so since you guys made a quick getaway from Atalanta, that means it's the middle of the night right now. And to get to Nolans from Atalanta, if you guys basically have two options. You can stop at the first way station you find for the night, rest, and then drive in the morning, or you guys can push yourselves to make it to New Orleans, but doing so will mean you have a level of fatigue until you get to New Orleans and sleep.
I mean, I think it's safe to stop at a pit stop and sleep on shifts.
Phew. What do the other two of you say?
I suppose I'm fine with that.
Alright, does Oid have an opinion?
Imagine being able to suffer exhaustion.
You can suffer exhaustion because you have a robot with a
Oh,
battery.
true. I have a battery. Okay.
Yeah. So you can still suffer exhaustion.
Imagine suffering human.
Imagine feeling
exhaustion.
human fatigue. Unrelatable. Okay, well, the
Imagine
low
having a
power
battery
mode.
drain. Can't relate.
But yeah, so I guess the consensus is way station time.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So, you guys drive for a couple more hours. You get, like, a third of the way to New Orleans before, what do you know? It's a way station outside of the road.
Ah, how convenient.
And they've got, like a bunch of little buildings and shops and stuff, as well as a little cheap-looking roadside motel. Because you guys noticed, as you've left Atlanta and continued down the hyperway that leads to New Orleans, the quality of things has steadily gotten worse as you have continued to drive further away from Atlanta.
Kind of expected it, but
Yeah. So you guys, pull into the big way station. There are a bunch of like big 18-wheelers and stuff parked in their little special section. There are a bunch of people milling about, going about their business. At this point, it would probably be like midnight, if not later. Like it's proper late in the evening. And yeah, so you've got your roadside motel. You've got like some convenience stores. There are some like houses and apartment blocks and stuff for the workers that live here. So yeah, you guys park. What do you do?
first things first, I'll reload the big boy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start shopping for parts.
All right. And I assume that either Nox or Oid will unjam the machine gun. God, I'm just imagining like a bunch of like 18-millers and there's just like a robo ninja on a roof of a van, like unjamming their rotary machine gun on the roof.
Set Ankh up to charge.
God, what a mental image. PMK, you can set the robots up for charge, and of course, apply your motel rooms so that Robo Ninja can also recharge.
Yes. I'm assuming we're sleeping in shifts.
Sure. I would ask, how many rooms are you guys getting? Keep in mind there is the doctor as well here, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you.
2 rooms. 2 rooms do.
Sure. That would be like $50 per person per night.
Okay.
So not very much because it's cheap. So who is going to be sleeping with whom? This is important.
I mean, I sleep with everyone.
Of course, of course.
How tasteful of you. We'll do the same setup as last time. Bonus Cairo, Nux, and Oid.
Okay, and then who is taking the doctor?
I guess us.
Alrighty. Cool. Alright. Sure. You guys can do that, no problem. Get 2 rooms, put them up betwixt about 5 of you. Alright. So you guys get to your rooms, you set up the robots to begin charging. Who is taking what shift?
I'll take first.
Okay. Is anybody else taking the first shift, or just Cairo? Because the doctor's getting full night's rest.
She was sleeping on the way here.
in the U-Haul, driving the U-Haul, passing out on the road. Well, you know what? Since nobody else feels like volunteering, Bonus will take first shift. Bonus will be a good guy. Bonus will set up shop.
During that night shift, Kyra's gonna ask Bonus, so what actually happened?
Yeah, so I like to imagine that, like, you know, you guys sit on your hotel room, and like the doctor is like sleeping in one of the beds, and Bonus is like a bathrobe, but like he still has his mask on. And he's like cleaning his guns with like I mean, I guess he would have to take the mask off to brush his teeth, but he'd probably do that in the bathroom, in like privacy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like as soon as you guys like walk into the room, Bonus is like searching the place for hidden cameras. He's knocking on the walls to look for like cameras and microphones and hidden passageways and stuff like that. And he's like being his usual paranoid, freaky Bonus self in his bathrobe. And you ask him what happened, and he just like
how did you get here?
Like, how did I get here?
Like, to this point of paranoia, and somehow you know the law, and you get yourself out of extremely difficult situations.
He like shrugs, and he's like, all that comes with experience.
I don't think getting mercs to leave with a phone call counts as experience.
Well, you get the experience comes networking, people skills.
I mean, hey, I've seen you do some sus shit before.
And he's like, I mean, we've all done some wild things in our time together, haven't we?
Oh, absolutely, but yours stick out to me.
He just looks at you like in the very dim light. I imagine like the only light right now is coming from the bathroom. So he's like kind of side lit, and he just like shrugs.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I do what I need to. Well, that's not true. The car, being on the roof of the car was not what I needed to do, but it was cool. So, that was an exception.
You live one time, unless you've got a new you.
Like, no, sadly, I've never been quite that wealthy.
I think at this point I'm gonna keep shopping for parts.
Okay.
What's the? I think at this point I'm just like adding them to the cart, so that when I get to a spot where I can actually do some work, I can just sit down and actually do the work. So I think I'm waiting until Nolans to start working on my projects.
Okay.
Because I've got two things that I need to do, right?
Yeah.
I need to build the second dog drone, and I need to install the micro missiles into the bird drone. I think at this point I'd be taking the, bomb out of the bird drone.
Okay. That is easily enough achieved, I think. Yeah, no problems there.
And I'm also going to disable the innate tracker on the bird.
Okay.
And kind of like, well, my night watch is kind of just rewriting programming for the bird, doing some hot fixes, taking stuff out of it, putting certain things back into it, kind of trying to like reverse engineer this bird drone.
Okay. Yeah, you can check the bomb out, no problem. Take a look over, so you know all the features that it has, the kind of processor it has, the battery, all that stuff.
I'm also going to look into rip docks in Nolans. Because Cairo needs to get something before he starts any of this.
Okay. I don't think you would be able to find anything like that publicly available. There's one LSSI hospital in New Orleans, which is clinically not enough for a super city, which should tell you something.
I am back.
There is one hospital, an LSSI hospital in New Orleans. There is like an LSSI copycat Megacorp that isn't legally able to make hospitals. They're the equivalent of like urgent care. They're like urgent care. They provide considerably worse service and cannot give you an ambulance, but if you get to them, they can help you. They are cheaper than outside, but they do not sell their own bionics. So you would need to buy that separately and then bring it to them. Or you wait until New Orleans to ask around, or, for like a rip doc or something like that, because they can't exactly advertise publicly that they are an illegal surgeon.
Right.
So,
because what I need to do is get the... Oh, where is it? I'm trying to find it right now. I essentially need the command chip.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where that is.
It's somewhere.
It's hand-eye efficiency. Commander chip. There we go. So I need the companion chip, which allows me to use 3 drones as a free action.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so you can wait to New Orleans to check that stuff out. Look for somebody to put some more metal in your brain.
Yes. And I'm just gonna round out the purchases for the second dog.
Okay. Are looking to just make it, the same as Ankh in terms of basic structure, or...
Basic structure is going to be the same as Ankh with a little bit more flair to it. The processor is going to be the same. The battery is going to be the same. The only main differences are that it's going to have the vampiric suite, and it's going to be able to go invisible, and it is going to have 2 smaller SMGs in its back that are suppressed, or silenced.
Okay. You can tally all those costs up, because all those things are listed prices on the rulebook. That would be mighty expensive to produce, but the prices are there.
What are the prices on this?
I'm going to scan it around. Okay. Cool. Let me...
Drones, here we go. So it is a quadrupedal, right?
Medium quadrupedal.
Okay. Damn, Ankh must be built different then, because they only come with tiny or small weapon slots.
Oh, that corresponds to handheld weapons, small arms, tiny and small. Like the size weapon size is for, like, if you want, you couldn't take the rotary gun from the van and put it on Ankh. That's too big.
Yeah.
Right.
But
like
Ankh's
handheld
LMG does apply.
Yeah, but handheld weapons fit. Those are small. Small and medium.
How big is a small quadrupedal drone?
A small quadrupedal drone would be like a small dog. Like
Find small dog. Like what breed of dog?
Yeah.
Well, technically, like a wolf is a medium size, and they are really big. So a small would be like a German Shepherd Well, maybe it's Bulldog German Shepherd.
Be Yellow Lab.
Yeah, like a pit bull.
Oh, that is small. I mean, unless like they're super buff, but they're not.
Yeah.
You know, height-wise and
Yeah,
all
like
that.
up to
Yeah.
up to like your knee is generally
Yeah.
small.
Okay, so
Hold on,
knee.
I've gotta
Damn, you're gonna have
some
like
looking
a
here.
pit bull-sized dog rolling around.
I've got to do some looking here. Hold on. We still haven't done stonks.
Yeah, because it's only been... You're only in New Orleans for 2.5 days.
We gotta
You mean
speed
Alabama?
up the timer a
Or
bit,
Atlanta
you know.
for Atlanta for 2.5 days.
Atlanta, yeah. Alright. How much is... Where are the drone modifications?
Drone mods are... they're called Android mods.
Services... Bionics...
All the way at the bottom. Well, not all the way at the bottom, almost at the bottom. But yeah, let me look at my notes here. Okay, yep, we did that. Okay. Cool.
Well, I'm also waiting to see when she's gonna sell this stuff.
Yeah, she's probably gonna do that in Lone Star, because Lone Star is Synthetic Chem's HQ.
Yeah.
But she can begin negotiations at least in New Orleans and talk to like the representative or whatever. But yeah, so as you're scrolling through, you know, Hermes Prime websites looking for parts to purchase and to get delivered to New Orleans, and while the doctor is sleeping and Bonus is paranoid, pacing back and forth through the hotel room. You know, like the hotel room is pretty small. It's just like a you know, 2 rooms and a little closet. You know, the main room with like the left wall is like some paintings, like a little short dresser, like a TV mounted to the wall, and then the right side is where like the bedside tables are, and like the 3 beds that are there. And then the far end of the room is the door for the bathroom, and then the closet is right to the right of the door to enter into the room itself. So you're like on one of the beds, you know, tinkering with the burb drone, while Bonus is pacing back and forth. And he's pacing back and forth, and then he just kind of like stops for a second, and he looks around, and he like shoots a glance at Cairo, and then he puts his like one finger over his mouth, and he walks up to the wall, to the left wall where the flat screen is mounted, and he puts his ear to the wall for a second.
Yeah, I'll draw my... I'll like bring my revolver out.
Yeah, so he like grabs his suppressed 1911, NW 1911, from under his bathrobe. You didn't know where he put that. And he presses his ear to the
Some
wall.
impressive tucking.
Oh yeah, and he like leaps away from the wall and like, get out, and he hits the deck.
I will drag the doctor off of the bed and cover her.
You just yank like, you know, the blanket and drag her off with it, and over onto the floor between the beds, as a massive hail of machine gun fire just blind fire sprays through the walls, through the left wall, and like, you know, there's like sheetrock and wallpaper and electronic parts and steam and dust and like, you know, bullets are whizzing over your head, and it just gets chaos. Some person or people is just unloading through the wall, presumably trying to kill you, and they're aiming at like, you know, hip level, so like the beds are getting shredded, but you guys being prone are like safe.
Yeah.
They're just so how do you react to this immediately, Cairo?
From the report, can I like tell what kind of gunfire this is? Or like the
caliber?
severity of the
Yeah.
round?
Yeah, you'd be able to tell that. This sounds like 9mm. Or somewhere, a pistol caliber.
I can't see through any of the holes, right?
Not yet, no. They keep firing, you might be able to.
Okay.
So just
I will at this point boot up Ankh, but keep him in a low position.
okay.
Let's see here. I'd probably still be in his gear too. He wouldn't have gotten out of it. Let's see. Can I try to use my targeting suite?
Sure. I don't think that would be quite enough at the
Well,
moment.
I'm gonna wait a little bit and then kick on my targeting suite. Try and take a shot through.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna wait for some of the holes to get a bit bigger.
Flushed out, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the big boy.
Okay. So through
Like a
the
little
wall
Cyrus.
to the right. Right. So as we're kind of getting like a God, what's the word for this I'm looking for? Like a cross cut look at like the hotel room with
Yeah.
Bonus and Cairo and the woman. The doctor's screaming, she's freaking out. She's like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" Debris shooting everywhere. We pan to the right and we see Oid and Nox in their hotel room, sleeping soundly. Now suddenly jolted awake at the sound of like several machine guns going off at once.
I feel like my first reaction would be to probably hit the floor doing a quick grab of all my gear.
Yes, you
And
just.
I'd be like, where the fuck?
Yeah, it seems to be coming from the general vicinity of Bonus and Kyra, the doctor's rooms.
Oh. Well, I take that mystery nade. I go, well, if there's any time to test this out, and I peek out to see where the shooters are.
Okay. So you peek into the hallway, and you see, the door right next to yours, which is Bonus, Kyra, in the doctor's room, and then the door past their door slides open, and this person, this guy, this thin dude, wearing a bunch of foliage style camo, like a big woodland green camo scarf over his face, and he has a weird looking green digital camoed SMG, and he's stalk into the hallway, and he's looking at the door for Bonus and Kyra, the doctor's room, and he's approaching the door right now.
I think to myself, son of a bitch. And then I take the shot.
Okay, are you throwing a grenade or are you shooting a gun?
No, I'm gonna shoot the gun, because does this suit...
This guy is not wearing a high-tech.
How does it look?
Suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Are
dude's
we
wearing
still
a
under
watch.
fire at this point?
Yes,
Oh,
you
yes,
guys are.
most definitely. You are being cover fired, brother. It's
Mhm.
like smoke and fire.
Yeah.
Then I will simply yeah, I do want to shoot this guy's head off.
All right. With your deagle, I assume.
Yeah, if there was multiple of them, I would have been like, oh, I take out my assault rifle, but just one guy.
All right, so you level the deagle at this guy. Kablamo.
Some of us are trying to sleep, dickhead.
I'm like, don't mess with me when I'm trying to sleep, asshole.
And make that perception check.
Sure. I'll do the called shot. So that's
That's at advantage.
at advantage, you said?
Oh yeah, if you're a college shot, no, that'd be disadvantage. I thought you meant you were aiming. Yeah, called shot is disadvantage. I assume you aim for the head.
Yism.
All right. And you're +1 for targeting suite. And don't you also get advantage?
There's a whole bunch of pluses. I'm just gonna roll normally.
Yeah. I think you get advantage to something.
Like I have it written down somewhere in one of my notes. I think maybe it was like
Optic interface. That's what it is. That gives you
hold on.
advantage.
I know I have this shit pinned somewhere.
Yes, you get advantage for the optic interface. You have recoil dampers, which doesn't apply right now, and your targeting suite. So yeah, so you get advantage, but it's flat roll because you're called shot.
I shoot at. I should have like a. Yeah, everything slows out because it's not 2 shots. Never mind.
Yeah.
So it's just a regular roll.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a 9.
Alright, yes. Blam! Hit him square in the temple.
Ew.
Your Dimash.
I'm gonna
This-
yoink whatever guns these guys are using.
I'll yoink many things. This guy woke me up in my sleep. Rudely. You don't mess with Nox and her beauty sleep, you know.
Hey,
She has-
I could save money by putting these SMGs into the new robot dog.
Yeah, I can see that. Let me find. It's
3d12.
3D. Is? I guess.
Yes.
Oh, I was
This
looking at the wrong thing. I keep on forgetting it.
You
It's
do get
3D12.
additional 1d12 because of the friction.
How far is he?
He's like, he would be basically like 30 feet, maybe a little bit
That's
more.
how much?
That's an extra 1d100.
I was the fucking 12. That my. They're really not like waking up. That's 31.
Is that 31 without the
It's-
double times?
No, that's just 31 flat.
Jeez, 620 damage. God, you obliterate that guy. Just and like he goes flying backwards. His head, his neck, gone, red mist. And now you roll initiative.
Ah.
The enemy's surprise round is over.
Oh my goodness, I got 6.
6.
I got a 10.
Oh.
14.
Unk
Oh, a 10.
got a 7. Yes.
Alright. Bonus got a 6 plus 6 is 12. And then the doctor got an 8 plus 5 is 13.
Good. Her one cover, her one choice of action, staying in cover.
And hunkering down. Hunkering down is an actual action, so
Really?
Hey,
yeah, it gives the enemies disadvantage to range attacks against you, and advantage to
Didn't
dodge
know
checks. Oid. If Oid cares to be awake and to participate in the combat, I guess you can choose to keep charging, or choose
Or it's
to.
like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Yeah,
I
screw the
mean-
meat pad. I'm just gonna stay charging.
I mean, like, I'll get off the wall, I'll plug myself in the Tesla charger.
You know, I just realized one thing. He's plugging 2 bodies into the wall.
Yes, he is. There's just two
Fucking
limp
power.
robots.
They're gonna be like, why did our electrical bill suddenly increase?
and then Ankh charging too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Oid can roll initiative. I assume he's gonna use the Robo Ninja body, but
I'm gonna use the ninja.
alright.
Gotta get his screen time.
Yeah.
Don the Bean, Jimmy Jambo Jr. just snaps 2 people's necks.
As funny as that would be, I kind of want to cut some people up. I didn't get a great opportunity to do so last time.
Yeah, that's true. No APC fist fight for you. But yeah, okay. What's your initiative then, Mr. Royd?
7 out.
7 on 9. Alright, a lot of 15s. Kyra rolled a 15, Ankh rolled a 15, and Oid rolled a 15.
Jesus.
So Nox goes... not Nox, what am I talking about? Oid and Ankh match in every manner. So I guess it's up to you two who goes first.
I don't know. I'm currently waiting for a hole big enough to open up. I don't know if it would be open at this point, but
Okay, then I guess Oid can take an extra moment before
All right.
the hole gets big. So first up, what are you doing?
We'll be right back.
Alright, Nox dies. First thing.
Nox
was
just
that-
leaves.
Wait, was it my first turn?
Just leaves. You know what? Peace out. And just disappears.
I'm done. I need my rest. Oh, I thought it was someone else.
No, it's Oid.
Oh, okay, it was
It's my turn. Alright. In that case, I will, all this commotion. I'm just gonna, like, calmly saunter out into the hallway.
Okay, you saunter out into the hallway past Nox. You see this obliterated meatbag body just lying in the hallway like some kind of discarded rubbish. These Neanderthals. Didn't even clean up their trash, apparently.
Alright. In that case, do I see the, open door down the hallway where this guy came out of?
Yes, I'll say you do.
Alright. How far away is that from me?
From you, that would be like 60 feet. So you can sprint and
60
get there.
feet.
Yeah.
Actually, sprint is one action, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case, I think I'm gonna sprint over there, see what I can clock.
All right. Are you invisible at this point or no?
I won't be invisible.
Because I think using invisibility is an action to turn it on. So.
Yeah, I'll cloak.
Okay, so Nox sees, if she were here, Nox sees Ninja Body fade out of existence. And as like the weird like skeleton face gets like covered over by the diamond shaped metal plates and then fades out. And then you down the hallway and you get to the doorway and you look inside and you see there are 4 people, probably like two men, 2 women, all of them like ages early to late 20s, all in like mismatched clothes, but they have the same kind of woodland camo scarves or like balaclavas, and they have the same SMGs. They're just hip firing, just spraying into your friends' rooms.
Alright, well, I don't think I have any more action, but
No.
when it comes to my turn, I do have something funny I can do.
Oh, okay.
Wait, can you kick up the feed?
I suppose, yeah.
So I can at
mean-
least get like an idea of where to shoot?
If it's a free action, then sure. It wouldn't hurt to.
I mean, so
start recording.
you could be like, oh my god, you're being shot at by 4 people. So yeah, I'll say you can get the feet up.
Oh, nice.
So with that being the case, well, that makes Oid pretty powerful then actually, as a
Yeah,
invisible,
'cause he can
dead,
call out
quiet
targets.
scout. Yeah, calling targets
Yeah.
out from the silence of the open air. Even I don't think Robo Ninja doesn't have a subvocal actually, so he can't subvocal, but he can still.
I live.
Turn on the feed.
Yeah. So that being said, it is Ankh's turn.
So he's calling out targets, right?
Oid's kept the feet up, so you at least have an idea of where to shoot. And the holes aren't getting bigger now.
Yeah. So what Ankh's gonna do is he's gonna spray 2 of them with 2 bullets each.
All right, so you.
Because there's 4 guys in the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 and 2.
Oh yeah.
That's a 7, a 6, a 9, and an 8.
Okay, let's be at a -3. This is all hit.
Ah, nice. So it's what, 3d12, right? For each shot?
Yep.
Alright. First shot. A 3, a 5, and a 4.
That's 120 damage.
Second shot is a 7, a 4, and a 6.
It's 170. So guy number 1 dead.
Alright, third shot. 12, 3, and a 2.
Okay, it's 170.
Fourth shot is 11, 5, and a 10.
510, 260 damage. Yes, that guy also very dead.
Oh, nice.
And so Ankh just kind of like uses a bit of the feed, uses the holes in the wall, just returns fire a little bit.
He's got a rough estimate.
Yeah, so he just sprays and prays through the wall. And schwacks him pretty good. Alright. In that case, that is Ankh's first action. Keep in mind, you are prone, so if you want to move anywhere, it's going to be a bit difficult.
Yes, indeed. I think he's just gonna. So wait, that was his first action.
That was.
I think he's just gonna fire 4 more shots. Honestly.
Alright.
Alright. A 10, a 5, and an 8 on the first 3.
We need the perception
Fourth
checks.
one. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
10, a 5, and an 8, and then I've got to re-roll
okay,
the
5
last one.
fails. The other 2 do.
And then a 7.
And a 7. Okay, so 1 misses, but 3 hits.
One of them was 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts,
That
but
does. As a crit.
okay. So first one, he is splitting it up 2 and 2 again.
Okay.
First one is 9, a 4, and 12.
And 4. Okay.
Second one, 7, 9, 6.
Mega dead.
Third is a 9, 12, and a 7.
Okay. Well, which person getting the crit?
The first guy.
First